guys, I'm gonna make quick pasta. In my pan, I have Italian sausage. I'm gonna be using elbow macaroni. This is gonna be a pumpkin and spinach pasta. It's gonna be a baked pasta. And this is like Johnsonville Italian sausage. I just took it out the links. Or you can use like the Jimmy Dean, which this is not sponsored. You can use the Jimmy Dean sausage, breakfast sausage as well. I have 1 can of Stokely's pumpkin. It's like the pureed pumpkin. Earlier I made this chicken and bacon pasta with mushrooms and asparagus and fire roasted tomatoes. So I'm just trying to do individual videos. I just want this to, the meat to cook down as my pasta do its thing. Add a little bit more. Hope you guys are having a good day. For spinach leaf that I already had in my freezer, this meal is gonna cost, well, I already had the sausage in their freezer, so I say this pasta is going to cost, this dish is gonna cost me less than $5. Well, not even that, because this is things that I already have on hand. And I just want to show you guys how you can use ingredients that you already have on hand to create great meals and dishes for yourself and your family. If my head is kind of cut off, sorry. But I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'm just coming to show you quick baked pasta dishes that you can make in 30 minutes or less. And I'm using ingredients that I already, you know, like I said, have on hand. I like to buy things in bulk. Like if I see meat on sale, if I see onions, you know, if I see different things on sale and I can freeze them, I will generally break them down and put them in Ziploc bags and put them into my freezer. And then I like to create my dishes up on the things that I already have. Most of the ingredients, like the cheese, the canned pumpkin, or frozen veggies or whatever, or things that I already have on hand. So most of the dishes that I prepare cost me little or nothing because of my budgeting and how I pre-plan my meals, if that makes sense. And I like to like pre-cook all of, pre-cut. Like if I buy onions in bulk, veggies or whatever in bulk, I like to, my onions say, I will just cut them all, take one day, cut them all up, put them in freezer Ziploc bags, my bell peppers, things of that nature, so that when I'm ready to cook, it's it doesn't take a lot of effort for me to prepare a meal, because prepping is key. And I like to create new and different dishes that are cost effective, that doesn't take a lot of time, and that's pretty much easy, that pretty much anyone can do, even the average person that always says that they don't know how to cook. And I want to show people that it doesn't take a lot to cook. It's just a matter of taking your time, not trying to rush things, and adjusting things to your preference and your taste. And these box of elbow macaroni came from the Dollar Tree, so they were $1. This can of pumpkin was like 79 cents. I already had the Italian sausage in the freezer, so that's not costing me anything. The spinach, I already had in the freezer from other dishes that I prepared, so that's not costing me anything. Onions, not costing me anything. My spices, things that I already have on hand. And then if you have like a family of 4 or more or something like that, get the family involved. Say if you have kids or whatever, have the kids to if you use spaghetti, to break up the pasta, but please be careful. If you have your kids in the kitchen, watch them around the stove. I do not advise having kids around when you are trying to fry something. Let me adjust this a little bit. Sorry, guys. So if you're trying to fry something, I don't advise that you have kids around. In my videos, hey, I'm not editing anything. I'm just trying to adjust it where you can see me fully. Yeah. There you go. I think I got it. So like I said, honey, this is just Miss Keisha, raw and uncut, me in my little kitchen, doing my thing. And I always tell people, people say that I love to cook. I say, no, I'm passionate about cooking. I really enjoy cooking. You want your noodles to be al dente, because once again we're making freezer friendly pastas. And when it's al dente, it doesn't mean that it's hard. It's done, but it has a little chew to it. So this pasta is going to be with Italian sausage. And in here I just have olive oil, fresh chopped onions, and I'm just simmering down this Italian sausage until it's all cooked through. And a little goes a long way. I'm seriously thinking about having a pasta party, as I stated in another previous video, where I will make a variety of pastas. I would say like 6 to 8 pastas. Let's see, what do I want to add? I'm going to add some onion powder. Let's go around twice, as if you're decorating, making a swirl. This is garlic powder, making a swirl. Fresh cracked black pepper. Creole seasoning. Turn my fire down. And for those that are not familiar with cooking, you want to cook your meat until you no longer see pink. I'm going to add some of my pasta. Oh. Of my pasta, and that was just only like a half of a box of that elbow macaroni, and that only cost $1. Gonna put the fire down on low. I'm going to add my pureed pumpkin. I'm going to start off with just half the can. And I have some homemade vegetable stock. If you follow my videos or follow me on Instagram, you know that I made this homemade vegetable stock. I just want to allow this to incorporate. I'm going to turn the fire back up on medium. And people often ask me, like, where do I come up with, you know, these ideas and stuff. And I always say God just gives me a vision. I could just be laying in bed watching TV. Or, you know, sometimes ideas will just come to me. Like, literally just that easy. I'm going to add the rest. So this is 1 whole can of pureed pumpkin. And you can totally do this from scratch using pumpkin, you know, a fresh pumpkin. But like I said, I'm trying to do things that are time effective. Because, you know, everybody, they don't have a lot of time. You know, you have your families and stuff that you're trying to care for, work, you have recitals. You know, you're trying to work out, this, that, and the other. So what I to try to do is come up with dishes that you can freeze, put in your freezer. First of all, that are very cost effective. Gonna sprinkle some more Tony Chachere's in here. I want that flavor. Fresh cracked black pepper. Woo! Alright, Miss Keisha. I have some fresh green onions. Fresh leaf spinach. And it's frozen, it's like in a chunk. I'm not throwing it out. It will thaw out on its own. I would say that's probably like a third of a cup. It just depends on how much pasta you're making. Spoon too flimsy. And none of my food goes to waste. Generally say that I'm cooking today for video's sake. All of these dishes will be donated to families. They will be donated to families that I know. I just want to taste this. I still need some more something. Some more seasoning. People talk about I add cream cheese to everything. Yes, because cream cheese makes everything more creamier. At Kroger's right now, you can get the 2-pack for $1.99. So, and this is just gonna make my sauce creamier. I'm gonna use half a pack. Cut it in half. And like I said, I'm not editing anything. What you see is what you get, honey. Yeah. This is a one-woman show. And this is how I do. I like totally keep it real. I'm gonna add more chicken stock to thin this out, but I need to incorporate it. Well, this is vegetable stock. And with my vegetable stock, how I made my own vegetable stock is that I took onion peels, the ends of green onions, mushrooms, some herbs, different herbs and spices, and just boiled them down. That's what I did, just basically boiled them down. And the cream cheese just provides like a more rich flavor to whatever you're cooking, you're fixing. And you could totally make this an all vegan meal without the cream cheese, of course, and without the meat. But that's not how Miss Keisha rolling today, baby. See, that spinach is still frozen, and I'm just letting it melt through, so you see the little specks of green in here. Isn't that pretty? Fall, festive. And this is like on number 6 if you have an electric stove. So a medium heat. Woo. And I am, for the sake of this video, I'm using this pan. Whereas generally I would have like a huge pot incorporating everything. And I like to incorporate everything in one pot. I'm going to add more cheese to this. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But I'm going to taste it. Spinach is almost melted. See if I need to add any more spices. And I do. More Creole seasoning. More onion powder. And you adjust this according to your taste preference. Y'all know Miss Keisha like flavor. So that's what I have to incorporate. I'm adjusting it to my taste and the people that will receive these dishes. The two families that I'm going to provide these dishes to, they love my cooking, so. Shout out to my son Xavier, my daughter-in-law Danielle, and my glam baby that is almost here. Will be here January the 8th. Ariana, I want to pronounce it right. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. You guys see that? Like, wow. And it's taken us less than 30 minutes to prepare this. I'm going to taste it again. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm telling you, y'all, that damn cream cheese. I'm going to add more cheese to this, but let me clean up some of my mess. This is just, I know they're going to be happy to receive this. I already know. I'm going to add some fresh cilantro to this. And I'm also going to add this savory garlic and herb, the snack cheese. I got this bag for $1.49. This is what it looks like. It has little specks. I hope you can see that in it. So I'll just take a few pieces. And this adds flavor as well to the cheese, and it doesn't require a lot. So I use this cheese. I've already used some of this cheese to make that other casserole. So I think I'm on the ball. Just want to turn the heat off at this point. I'm just going to let that cheese do its thing, melt. I'm going to add another cheese. I'm going to add this Mexican taco cheese to this. That's probably like 1/4 of a cup. And I want to incorporate it, and I'm also going to top it with cheese. But the heat is off. And right now, this is just a matter of incorporating everything, putting it into the pan. Less than 30-minute meal. It's freezer friendly. I would suggest that you let it cool completely before covering it with cling wrap and aluminum foil to put in your freezer, or else you can just put it in the pan, top it with cheese, bake it on 300 for 15 to 20 minutes as it is. But if it is frozen, I would have it